What it do? I know you be hating when I start trying to do shit. She be so mad.
I can feel it coming. She was like,
She be so mad. Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of Whoreible Decisions. This is your girl Mandii B, aka Pat the Stallion, aka that bitch. And I am sitting with two people today, so I'm gonna let them go ahead and introduce themselves.
should we even? Do you have an AKA?
Yeah, I do have an AKA. Let's go.
Weezy, go ahead.
All right, y'all. This is Ryan Jamaal Swain, better known as Damon on Pose, aka Petty LePew, aka Petty LaBelle, aka just the neighbors know my name. That's it.
Say that.
Look it out.
Say that. I do want to say, and Weezy and I even just had a meeting recently, and I know for a lot of you guys who listen, and I'm sure a lot of your fans are new to listening to Whoreible Decisions. Whoreible Decisions is a show, clearly, you're listening to us, and we focus on destigmatizing kinks for the Black community, but it gets raunchy, so I don't know if you don't listen to us on a Sunday after church, but I don't know.
Why
do you want
not?
to? I mean,
why
I don't
not?
know.
God created my pussy.
I mean, listen, okay.
So she said that to say we've been talking about like re-strategizing and what are people's favorite episodes, what do we do that people love, and it's generally episodes with everyday people that are nasty. So we try not to bring like famous people on.
Got it.
So when I met you,
You're kind of famous.
you said something that I was like, oh, I gotta have him on the show. I
What did I
asked
say?
him about. He was talking about theater, and we started talking about slave play. And he looked at me and he goes, I want you to sit there and understand and feel how it feels, how you feel as a Black woman to watch that happen and how Black women are. I said, you know what, you need to come on Whoreible Decisions.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so should we talk about how
I mean, we can.
we should just talk about it last time. So basically,
let's talk about last time.
we went from last lap and
because I was going to say, if y'all heard the episode a couple weeks ago, she done already brought up goddamn Mexico.
I was like, oh no, he's
coming on the show.
Oh, no. I know. I thank you for the shout out. No, it was so
just because
funny.
I love Ryan's energy. He's so
No,
fun.
yeah, it's great. No, we have so much fun.
I get into last lap. No. I see someone else he's walking with.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he cute. And then I saw Ryan, and I'm like, oh shit. So I'm with my dude. I said, I'm with Old Bay. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, you know my show I love. He's like, what show? I'm like, Pose. He's like, one of them gay niggas from Pose. I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing because like I want people to enjoy their time.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I was with my cousin. Yes.
Okay.
Trevor Jackson.
So I go to the bathroom.
Oh, his fine ass.
Yes. Yeah. That's
and that's Savoy's client.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been on
Savoy ain't
Yes.
Yes, we bet you. Savoy is like, Trevor, I don't think he's ready for your show yet. I've already tried. Well, his fine ass. But Trevor's beautiful.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Like blood
just a
cousin.
family of beauty.
Listen.
Well, yes.
I come back from the bathroom and I see my nigga on the floor looking under a bar, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, oh, this dude lost his card. And I'm like, who? And I'm like, that nigga!
The famous one.
Here go Ryan, motherfucking bougie ass. He's like, I don't know if you can find it, but it's Chase private client. I hate it.
Hell, y'all, you know what? I have been trying to figure out like the difference between like bougie and just outright just ridiculousness.
Evian mist spray? That's ridiculousness.
Bougie
is just a spray bottle.
Yeah.
Which is why we saw each other in Fluidity.
Right, that's why we did. Yes, we did. The fuck.
Like, who's Villa?
Yeah,
no,
girl, I lost my damn debit card. Shout out to Private Client, though. Thank y'all for helping me down. No shade.
We keep giving a shout out to fucking Chase Bank.
Oh, no, he really did. I'm private client. And then fucking Obey talking about, nigga, me too. Fuck. It did.
Well, I remember all of that. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
If both of y'all are private clients, I need to know what happened to the Coke boat.
Right.
And why no one has brought it up since Chase is your goddamn.
Coke boat.
Y'all don't know about the goddamn
they
tons
seized
of Coke.
the boat of Coke.
And
it was the
Morgan
JP
Chase,
Morgan.
yes, whatever. It was that motherfucker's
Drug
boat.
money.
And guess what?
It's
It
gonna buy
disappeared.
you
No
what
one
you
talked
want.
about it. But you a private client,
Hey,
so
I don't know nothing.
listen, you can
I don't know about nothing.
go ahead and go ahead and sniff
Okay,
them.
let's see it. Let's figure it out.
You
All right.
can't wipe a nigga, no.
I don't know
Nigga, no.
You know, that's how they chop. Well, anyway. So we go to Mexico. I'm at Gitano. I go across the street.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, look, there's black people there. No bullshit. Because we were the only other black people there.
Oh, yes.
Run into Ryan. We end up kicking it. So finally we go to this. Oh, no one wanted to stop partying.
Yeah.
So he was like, where
all
can we go?
All my friends then left.
Right.
And I'm with the crew now. I'm like, okay, so where we going? So we try to go down somewhere.
Oh.
And then it's closed.
Oh, no, let me explain.
We walk down the street.
We
these
are on
dirt
a
roads.
very rural-looking road.
No lights.
And so finally, this guy goes in a taxi. If you want, I can take you to a Mexican party. I'm like, well, maybe we shouldn't. He's like, no, let's go.
Y'all were that brave?
Let's go.
When they are chopping people up and shit?
It was 7 of us. We had to take 2 cabs.
Oh, great. That means they have more meat to sell and more body parts.
No.
I felt like we were one of the people.
I felt that if I needed to, I could beat their ass. Like, you just like, you do an observation. You like look around and you're just like, okay,
people.
they small. They were small.
This is what we're doing?
This is a
Because they're
cultural.
Mexican, they're
No,
small.
they were
Can you
just
speak
small.
to
No,
the...
no.
Y'all are problematic.
Listen, my ex is from Mexico City, lives in Mexico City.
Wait, are you Mexican, Eden?
5 years.
No, I'm
Oh.
But I'm just saying,
I
y'all
mean,
are
you're
the
small.
same flavors.
You know, like
A rose?
I don't
So
appreciate this.
we get to this dingy looking Mexican place, and let me tell you, it's
It was
real.
Caribe.
It was
Caribe.
not
Shout out to Caribe
gentrified.
Tulum at all.
Oh, Caribe.
Yeah.
They got the like beers in the bucket and shit. So I'm like, now.
The lights, that's Aaron, that's
Right,
the light.
I've already asked Ryan to come on, so it should be semi-professional. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't ask him if he wants to like
Hell no.
fucking
We
find
on
weed. I don't know. So I
Oh,
was
that's so professional.
We on holiday.
professional.
Hey, I want you to
are.
come on the show, but do you want weed while
Yeah,
we're in a
let's
foreign
go.
country?
And
Yeah.
also,
It's holiday. We
no,
go with
let
this.
me preface.
Happy New Year.
Ryan's hanging with fucking Laquan Smith. They're on there like she. So I'm like, maybe they don't want shitty, So I'm like, listen, do you want? And he's like, oh my God, yes. I'm like, I bet you I'll find it. He's like, well, from where? I was like, give me a minute. I pull my titties out.
Right, we
2
found
minutes
him.
later, I was looking for the Mexican plug. And again,
Yeah, we did. We found him.
show did. Now,
Can I ask you real quick? Can y'all tell me what y'all think a Mexican plug looks like?
tall.
Taller.
Taller.
Preferably has like a red shirt or a jersey shirt,
I like
FUBU. Like something that is like so Americanized that is like, wait, it's out of place.
As a matter of fact, he had a white
it's
free
out of
hoodie
place.
on.
He did. That's what we were just like, wait,
Okay, he looked a little-
Because we in Tulum, like it's like parties and then
And
dirt
jungles.
roads and jungles. That's it. And so when I was just like, wait, overly commercial, he got the bag.
Overly
my God.
commercial.
like that's what we
Bruh,
no
so
shade.
we were making an obvious weed drug deal in the corner of mind you, I already told my story about the fake Molly that I bought. So now I'm like, this is diva. So we get to the bathroom, right?
Oh God.
And
yes.
we're in this corner, but he don't speak English, and neither we don't speak Spanish.
We don't speak Spanish, but I'm like cuando. I'm asking him just like
I ain't
how
gonna
much.
tell, I ain't
That
gonna
was
tell you
it.
cuando. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna tell you how
And then-
bad they came for our Spanish a couple episodes ago.
Oh goodness.
That's it, menudo.
Pero
Good.
Huh?
Good. I'm glad.
You mad
En
about that
serio?
Mexican shit?
Gotta make
You
sure
should have
you-
been
He
on
said,
here.
"En serio?"
In serio?
What's the nigga of Spanish people? What do they say?
I love it.
Comprende?
Chingawe, right? That's Mexican.
You can say chinga, you can say
Chinga,
way,
right.
you can say mani, like you can say a lot.
Mani.
Coño, right?
That's fuck.
Coño is like
Essay.
fuck, yeah.
But when,
That's
like
what
you
can say, I said.
my,
Oh,
You my
You my
essay.
nigga. My nigga.
why is that nigga with an accent on top of it?
Nigga.
They had like 4 A's on there.
That did happen.
Oh, that's right. So then we start buying weed with the help of another Mexican.
Yes.
So once we purchased our $30 weed, which he only had hundreds and had to ask for change.
That's
this
what I
nigga
mean.
Said, can I have a tip?
No.
Wait,
Yeah, he had the
the weed man
audacity.
asked for a
He
tip?
had the audacity.
I said, isn't this an entrepreneurial? I don't understand.
But the part of
No
of the,
taxes?
But,
Why do you
but
give
the part
tip?
of the story was that when we got in there, we went straight to the bar. The bartender is like taking pictures of us like we celebrities. So I was like, wait, where? Like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, that was that. But then we went to the back and found our overly commercial.
So wait, the man
plug.
that was helping, I don't know if you remember this, the man that was helping us speak Spanish was like, well, I also too have,
Yes, he also
Okay.
too has the thing.
The plug, got you.
bruh. Now he's like, I'll help you. Buy some from me. Now
Exactly.
I got a
Yeah, we got two-
collectible.
it was two of them, and we both
So
here
then
like
we
trying
like, why
to
y'all
like
buying that when we
decipher.
got this one? So finally, the club got so
Actually,
ratatata that
In the ghetto.
it really did. So we go, and this is why I said we got bougie, because Ryan's like, well, let's keep going.
but your Spanish was on though. No shade, it was so good.
Because
it was
she
really
be doing
good.
these accents.
No,
No,
it
it
was
just sounds good, but she
Because
not
I
speaking
make
Spanish.
it sound like
But she did so well.
There we go.
No, because you were the
Pero-
mediator. She was the
Do it.
mediator for the
Do
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah, do it.
I don't know how to speak English
But
very
see,
good.
she be speaking English with
My
an
English
accent.
not
That's
very
not
good
Spanish.
looking, pero I need to buy.
Oh, fab.
So
Work it out,
it's not
accents?
Spanish. It's
Come
just,
on.
It's just English with a. I
With
don't
an
know.
accent.
Just
It
keep
was with an
going.
accent. Okay, dope.
So-
well, I was either drunk or I don't know what was going on, but I
You
was
know
like,
these
wait,
bougie
what?
niggas. Him and Laquan. Well, we are staying at the art house, and where's your villa? I'm like, well, ours is here, and one is here. So
That
we
was
end up
Laquan.
going all back together, spread with this terrible weed, and everyone's smoking it, and then saying how bad it is.
Yeah.
and smoking so much of this oregano that we're like, I think I'm getting high.
It's definitely grass.
No, it
For
was
sure
definitely
grass.
it was placebo down.
For sure. I don't know if y'all seen
Placebo de verde.
Well, a couple weeks ago, I think she was in Detroit. Summer Walker posted like literally grass that she got. Someone sold her weed. She paid like over $100 or something like that, and it was literally like oregano and grass.
No.
Swear to God. Can you find it? Do you know if you can find? Look.
Oh,
She literally posted
That
it.
look like the
That's
only
seaweed. That's like seaweed.
Yo, that's her fault though. To be honest,
That
like,
is.
Bro,
Come on.
look
Nothing like
at that.
At
in
all.
Miami.
That shit-
At all. In Miami.
No, Miami. This shit look like cilantro, bitch.
No, that's cilantro mixed with seaweed.
That's how you know you fucked up and ready to
yeah,
go. Come on.
exactly. Exactly. That's exactly
so
what it is.
the last final thing that I remember, you may not, is Ryan read one of the men's that were in the house. So, do you remember?
What do you mean you read? Oh,
So there was a
you was
Spanish
really high.
dude
You was
there.
high.
I was high. Yeah, because I was ready. Nobody was safe.
Do we have alcohol? I don't know.
We had a little bit of alcohol.
All I
'cause there
know
was, like,
is
whiskey
nobody
and then
could get out of
vodka.
the house. We had a little bit of water left. You know you can't drink the tap.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
know.
like, well, we got to drink slow. Everybody sip
Yeah.
wisely.
Montezuma's
So
revenge.
the Spanish dude is
shit.
like, one of my friends does not like, we interviewed him, Brandon. He does not like the N-word, honey. He's like, I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. And Brandon is black, but he just doesn't like using it. A lot of black people are that way.
I read him.
Not him.
Okay, I was about to be like,
a
wait.
Spanish dude in the house said he didn't like that. He's like, he's always
Oh,
checking me, but I'm
yes.
black
Oh.
too. And Ryan was like,
Wait, but he was Spanish?
He was Dominican, and
He was
to be
Dominican.
fair, he was
no, you know,
dark.
because the whole Dominican,
that is-
Haitian,
that is-
He was very
divide, that thing.
clearly, he's got black in him.
Yeah.
But he was saying, Brandon doesn't want me to say it because the African American experience is different with the word
It is.
nigga, which is
It
absolutely true.
Absolutely.
And so he was like, but I'm also black, so I can say it. And Ryan goes,
Oh, boy.
and who told you that?
You know me, my Howard University ass. They
He
all,
did.
they taught me not. We don't play that. Because it was like one of those things where, I think what black people are doing is just like reaffirming and like taking ownership, like taking it back, taking the word back.
The same way we do with hoe and slut.
Yeah,
on this
like
show. Gotcha.
So and bitch, like when you say it's the difference between bitch and whatever, whatever skank, whatever. So it's just like for me, I was triggered.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
triggered.
I would actually
Are
want
we
you to
ever going to get a
just
clear
little bit.
consensus on how?
I want to know why, because one of my best friends is Puerto Rican, and she just had a panel and
Yeah.
she said nigga in front of a whole bunch of people, and they recorded. And I was like, did you just say the N-word on stage? And me and her get into that battle all the time.
Yeah.
When we're talking, I'm like, don't say the N-word with me.
Yeah.
And so, did you further go into a read as to why you don't want
I
Hispanic?
think I did. Yeah, I did. Oh, child.
You did.
Oregano and grass.
You did. It was uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was because
and then Ryan's petty because I wasn't talking. He said, "How you feeling, my light skinned sis?"
Oh yeah, because we got into colorism too.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait,
nah.
he brought that up.
Yeah, because I think somewhere along the line,
He's like, "I'm dark enough to say it."
yeah, he said something like
That
that.
is
And
the
I said, I'm sorry.
Afro Latino bullshit. I don't
Yeah,
like.
but the thing about it is what's so funny to me, and also with the LGBTQIA plus community, when they're black and when the others are beige, is the fact that everybody wants to benefit off of the struggles and the things that the people of color have done, and don't want to really they want to use all the slang but not know what it means to be, and
Right.
I found that that's what the conversation was with that gentleman, that young man. Yes, I remember.
okay,
now.
he was a lot. How old are you?
I'm 25.
He was a lot younger.
Yeah, he was.
And-
He was a lot younger.
and-
But
And I will say, was asking questions, not really feeling entitled, but sincerely like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get
if
it.
I
Yeah.
have to be black to say this, and I am black, and I acknowledge I'm black, how come now I'm just Spanish?
And I
Or
think
Latino, yeah.
also there was some type of divide between the whole, because he was Dominican, and then we were trying to talk about like the Haitian Revolution, the Haitian moment,
and that's what I talk about.
Yeah,
like
and-
they would shoot y'all if y'all
No, that's
said the
So
leader's
here's
name
the
of that
main
way.
thing.
Yeah.
Can Afro Latinos say nigga?
I mean, we ain't that podcast. Are we about to talk about sucking dick now?
No, we gonna skip
I mean,
it. But I mean, that's a serious question.
I
think it's a good question.
believe that you can. I just feel like it cannot be
I know. Now it's like, okay. See, it's hard.
So here's my thing. So we have
You know why
Amado
you're saying
Nega.
it like that? Because you know that it's either context and or
Yeah, no,
like,
it's context.
do you
it's
pick and
intention
choose
versus
when you
impact.
want to be a nigga?
It's like intention versus impact. Like you saying it just to be like, oh, I'm here too, I'm with y'all too, or like actually no. It's like the same thing between you go down the street as a person of color or a person from African American or whatever, and you walk down the street and you do the what's up, and the African from Africa gonna be like, what in the hell is going on? It's like it's very much like that.
Not all black.
Not all black people. Yeah. We have the same colloquialisms and those things. So it was just for me, because his ass was coming from an entitled place, I had to read him first off, and then secondly, listen. I don't like the word that much either, but I know that it's when it's coming to me, it's a form of endearment. It was just like impact versus intention. I feel,
impact versus intention.
I like that.
Yeah.
So vanilla shit is our segment where we talk about sex in the news, which will be the most vanilla thing we talk about today. Now
I see the headline. What was that? I heard that.
You saw bottoms?
I was like, oh, we get there.
Okay,
Let's go.
I watched Sex Explained last night. They're 16-minute episodes.
I have not watched it yet. Shout out to Janelle.
It was good. Oh, I know. I didn't know Janelle Monáe narrated.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either, but until she was like blasting it everywhere on social
like,
media. I was like,
by the way, she fine.
Yeah, no, down boots.
I hope she don't teetering on that scale.
Wait, are y'all friends?
Yeah, we good friends.
Oh, hey, Janelle, if you're listening to your friend, what's up, girl?
What's up, girl?
What's up?
What's up, Jane?
So on Sex Explained, it started talking about attraction and how attraction has to do with our environment. Not the environment culturally, but from the womb. Mm-hmm. One crazy thing that they said, and I had to keep Googling it because I was like, I need to see this research, is that gay men generally have more older brothers when they have brothers than straight men do.
Okay.
Because the chromosomes are basically left in the mother's womb, and your body is used to being around. I don't know if it's X or Y.
Say that again. Say that again.
Them
I'm curious now.
Bottoms have more older brothers, according to science. Oh. Gay cisgender men tend to have more older brothers than straight cis men, but the effect is particularly pronounced for bottoms.
So basically, real quick, because we walked into the studio and she goes to explaining this, and basically it's saying that because of the chromosomes that are left in the womb, that's your environment, and that is where you turn gay.
You
These
parts
of the
Y chromosome. You baking in there.
You baking in that gay shit.
As a gay bi. As a gay
So the Y chromosome
boy,
parts are left in the womb.
Work it out. You're baking there with the chromosomes.
You can now if you had a lot of Y, that's when you come out like in glitter.
Yeah, you come out in glitter. Just, you had a lot of Y, you just like, unicorn.
Hold on, they got a lot of big words. These fetuses, when they have a lot of Y chromosomes, cause an immunological reaction in some mother. Why can't I say words?
This sounds
like immune logic.
Mother?
The antibodies remain in the
nigga say immunological, but can't say mother.
So you gonna be gay. If you the little brother, you might a little bit.
You know.
It's not people that have older brothers, by the way. Okay. It's just the trend of gay men, people that have older brothers, like as far as like gays, straight, cis, whoever. They're just saying gay men generally have them more on average,
which is crazy because
than women, than gay women.
I would think it would be
the other way around.
The other way around. I would think it would be most men who grew up in a household of women. Tend to be that way, right?
Yeah, I mean that's my experience.
But also, gay is not. I believe we're born the way we are. I think
that's too.
Yeah, I believe some fluidity is learned.
Sure.
And you can grow, but I do believe if you're gay, you pretty much were born that way. Which gay is science to me. It always has been. I think my mom told me the same about myself. You don't believe in what?
We're not going to do that.
Nah, let's do it.
I mean, not. Long story. You already know. Long story. We're not going to get into it.
No. But I believe, you
grew up around women that don't make you fucking gay. You could become a provider.
But the thing about it for me, and I've been always about this train is like sexual fluidity, right? I just always have been about that. And I feel like that we're moving towards that more so than anything. Like for me, I grew up with a bunch of women, like warrior women. So I respect them in a way that, I'm not like primitively like attracted to them. However, there are a few that I'm like, oh, well.
Name two.
Two. Tessa Thompson, definitely.
Yeah.
And, I might get in trouble.
Get in trouble. It's like that. This is going to be the clip we post to social media.
Well, let's see. I mean.
Oh, yeah, I do love her.
I mean, I love her. And I love
Mine's
that.
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe's fine.
Zoe is fine.
No, but it's like, Tessa is a perfect example. I'm not going to get my second one. But like, in regards to like masculine and feminine energy, I love that in anybody, period. So, and her husband is fine.
I just want her.
Does Rihanna do it for you?
And her daddy. Can I get her husband, daddy?
Rihanna more like, we got the same like birth chart, so we about the same people.
I feel like sometimes we can stand too
like
much for like a Beyonce or Rihanna to almost be sexualizing it. Like I feel like when I look at these women, I'm like, oh, this is some guy.
I will definitely
I want
back
Lenny.
him. I will
so
definitely.
want-
You know,
that's
St.
the
John
one.
is my dark skin Lenny.
No
bitch.
shade. Lenny
I want
could.
Lenny.
Jesus.
Okay, look, can you get him off the goddamn screen? We are recording a goddamn
What's your
podcast.
birthday? What's your birthday?
October 11th.
Oh, you're a Libra.
I am.
Wait, are
And
we?
I don't believe in that shit either, but I just know Libras is the shit.
Mandy is
That's
such
the
an
Moon's
asshole.
bullshit.
I don't believe in horoscopes, but Libras are the best.
What? What?
Shut the
Yo, the
fuck up.
second we had an astrologist on, right, who read us with natal charts, everything.
And you
So-
still didn't believe it.
So no, Mandy was feeling it when she was like, "You're confident, you're strong." She's like, "Right, right," and she was like, "Sometimes you need to take control." She's like, "See, this is bullshit. Y'all be making shit up, but also
love
I
it.
am confident."
I have that. Yes, you say everything right, but it's bullshit.
Well, because it also
Love
got
it.
into like some houses and universes and
Oh, yeah.
rising stars and moons.
Now that part, I'm so confused about the houses and
I
the,
just
the,
like-
the 1 through the
house.
12. I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to still get that part.
Yeah,
but I get everything
I don't
else.
want to do the crouching tiger, hidden dragon bullshit.
Work it
Okay,
out. Work it
God
out.
damn it.
Sage,
What you
Palo
year
Santo,
round?
and all
What?
that.
You're the what?
You remember when you used to go to Chinese restaurant and you had to like pick your thing as a kid? It was on the
Like
little
I ain't gonna lie,
placemat.
like a part of me. So I just ordered like this Chinese food the other day,
Yeah.
and
Where's this
I
going?
went through the real quick because I went through the fortune cookie, and I was like, "Oh, let me read my fortune,"
Right.
and I didn't really like it, and I was like, "See, I knew this
Yeah,
shit
fuck outta
wasn't
here
real,"
with
so I
that.
What did it
opened
say?
another one.
What is it? What the first
some
one say?
shit that I was gonna get a letter from a loved one. Nigga, a text. Don't nobody send letters.
Was that for you?
No, Fallon Bay ain't in jail no more.
Not yet.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
No, it
You know
was.
what? I need to catch up. I need to catch up with the show because I'm missing all the stories.
Fallon Bay ain't even in the picture no more. I don't even know why she brought him up.
Fallon
Oof,
Bay.
oof.
But I know. But I feel it.
He did 8
I
years.
know. Ooh. That's my girl. Okay, work it out.
Oh, man. Weezy, let's get on with the show.
Mandy got some nerve. When I had my nigga that had the gun under the pillow, she was like, "Oh, here this bitch is." Now she's like, "He did 8 years or whatever." You know what I'm saying? But I can't like a nigga with a gun under the pillow for safety reasons.
Oh my god, I
You
love
know,
it.
and I'm not saying I'm in a ghetto, but
Okay, let's go. What we do? Okay.
I mean, the best tweet about that video was when the IB kids go off their hallway. You know, like, would you have schools where y'all had inner IB like hallways where
Where'd
the
you go to
smart
school?
kid. I went to Alabama School of Fine Arts, and then I went to Howard University.
Yes.
But like high school,
Yes, HU, the real.
come
I
on,
had like
the
an
only,
AP or something.
the only. But no, there's like in some schools, how that baby boy or girl or non-binary on that video looks. That's how the IB kids usually look. So when he's like, "I'm in the ghetto," and the tweet was, when the IB kids leave off their hallway and go to the public school area.
What is the IB?
So International Baccalaureate is like a curriculum where, the
Oh.
children.
So they are them kids.
Yeah, they are them kids. Like, that's how they look.
That is funny.
He was very They were very non-binary. Oh, look at me!
Work it out. Come on, bro. Girl,
Well, I'm excited to introduce this new segment where you guys will hear it. Shout out to one of our patrons, by the way.
What is about spit or swallow?
See, that's not, we get
We
there
almost
later.
there.
We
Goddamn,
almost
let
there.
her get her little outline on.
Don't do me,
So
bitch.
basically, y'all,
Basically-
Mandy has a good idea, but she couldn't name it.
Basically,
so we were sitting here
haven't
like,
named it
damn.
yet. It's gonna be hoe facts. Fuck that. We gonna call it the hoe facts. And these
But see,
are.
when I hear whole facts, I think
Like FAX or
that's how I
mean,
feel
it's
when I
really
hear
a
it.
fact. But listen, we working on
But
the
she don't
name.
talk like that.
Word.
As you guys know, we do focus on kinks, and we will get back to kinks as we have
This is right
those
on time.
crazy people. Not crazy.
Right
I'm
on
sorry.
time.
Different people in the kink community who come on and share. However, we are now going to introduce wild facts about sex that you did not learn in your history class. So this one
The IB
is
kids knew it.
that impotence
The IB kids
trials
definitely
were
knew.
a thing in medieval France. There were very few ways that a woman could divorce her husband in the 1500s in France. But there was one deal breaker. They were allowed an annulment if they could prove that their husband couldn't get up. These
Oh.
tests
an ad-lib.
did take place in court, and a man would have to make himself ejaculate in front of a jury and potentially have sex with his wife too.
Oh, that's fine.
And so basically,
that's hot.
yeah.
That's strange.
So back in the day, as you know, even in the it's kind of cool, right?
kinda hot.
I mean, y'all are really
Imagine.
pervy, but
Like, because if he can't, you be like,
Yeah, you be like, wait, let me.
so I found this interesting though.
Literally.
I found this interesting because I know we have talked about men who maybe just have performance anxiety, but also when I had my wild crazy night at the sex club, mind you, we had fucked 5 times before even getting to the sex club. We fucked a total of 10 that night.
Word.
And the first time we went to fuck at the sex club, the couple beside us wasn't the most attractive and he couldn't get up. So I'm thinking like, damn, if you got to fuck in front of a jury, like if you don't like to perform in front of people, that's an easy way to say you can't get up because some
you
men
really
can't
gotta
get
talk
up.
to your dick.
Well, yeah, you do. But the thing, like, I
What do
went
you say to yours?
I don't have to say anything. I just, I have a vivid imagination.
Okay.
You know, so it's one of the things, Pisces. I do believe in that shit.
I'm a Pisces.
Yo,
Oh,
I did
God,
not know
I thought
that.
I was gonna
17th
like
of March.
you.
What's yours?
Oh, March 13th. Oh, of course.
Hey,
what are
I'm
we
a
doing?
Virgo.
Oh my God.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Ew.
I thought I was gonna like you, but now that you a Pisces, even though I don't
me and
believe
Comet-
it,
me and
I
Comet
know
have
I
the
don't want to
same
be no other
birthday.
Pisces.
We just
Don't-
still- yeah,
He got a crystal on his whole
right,
chest,
exactly.
Mandy.
Yeah. Mhm,
That don't mean
amethyst.
much.
That's our. You know, this is ours, right? The amethyst. Anyway,
Amethyst is
the
mine.
sex. I did my first solo trip in 2017. I went to Mykonos.
Okay, I'm
Went to
going
the
there,
church.
Jen.
Went to the church where they, have like they really do like crazy shit outside of there, like fucking, sucking.
Can
all
you
of that.
please give me that location?
Like literally, it is right there on the dock.
Mandy ain't ready for pink tips
And the
yet.
crazy thing about it is what's so funny to me is that during the day is like it actually is a church, and then during the nighttime it's debauchery.
Wow.
No.
That's exciting.
No, that's
Sex and religion
exciting.
is hot. I don't
No,
know what
no,
it
that's
is.
what I mean. Like that was fab. So anyway, I went there. Then I went to Italy, but I went to Sicily, Sicily. I went to Catania, and they have like these what are they? They're called cruising bars. Cruising bars.
Yes.
We talked about cruising.
Yeah, and every time that I'm there, nobody is there. And I try to go like at the times because that was my first time going, first solo trip, first everything.
Oh.
Going there and was like, I want to go. I'm in Italy. I want to do it. This is why I picked this place. But then I was like, let me go at 2 p.m. when nobody there, just so I could be like,
Just
okay, I
in
see
case.
somebody.
Yeah.
But not really.
Have you been to cruising bars like in the city?
No, but there is one that was in an article of GQ.
Eagle?
No, I've
The
been to
cock?
yeah, I think where it was talking about how men usually feel more comfortable masturbating in a group of men versus like by themselves. There was
I watch those videos
What?
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah, like
So my friend, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna put his name out there because he be doing this. But
like
we
it's a
had this
GQ
talk,
article.
and yeah, they literally,
Yeah.
he'll meet
Which I
up.
thought was
they're like,
interesting.
what,
It's
they're
5%
jack
more.
parties or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
So they get together and they literally get in a circle. They don't touch each other
at all.
either. They literally just look at each other and jack
I
jack
feel
off.
like
and
I
come.
can't say my
and
friend's
it's,
name
and it's,
because
and it's, and it's more
I can't-
communal that way
Yeah.
because I think when I was a child, that's how I mean. those were some of the first experiences that I had with like not even being attracted to them, just like wanting some type of because I really didn't have any male friends when I was a child. Like
I wonder if straight guys do that and like.
oh no,
They
well,
would never admit it.
they would
Circle
never- yeah,
jerk.
but like I think the percentage of the men that are in those clubs, I think about 7 to 10% are straight.
Wow.
So they'll just
that's kind of high.
Yeah. So it's like they'll sit over on a corner and then they'll just watch and
'Cause
just
it's hypersexualized.
Yeah, and
There's
I think
a
it's just
guy
that.
that I was fucking that was like.
Why straight men are joining masturbation clubs? That's what the GQ.
Oh, why
article
they are.
was.
The
Yeah.
guy was like, I'm not gay, but. Which, to be fair, he wasn't
Yeah.
attracted
Yeah,
to
yeah,
men,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
he would do like the whole equinox sauna shit.
Oh yeah, the old girl. Well,
And
I've never
jerk
done
off in
that,
there.
but I've heard the stories.
Oh, you haven't? Are you a member?
I am a member.
Oh, okay. But you haven't. So I do have to read this email.
But I know the different locations. I do know the locations.
What are the jerk off ones? Chelsea for sure.
Chelsea, definitely Columbus Circle.
That I've heard.
That's the one.
We will
That's
never
the
have
only
Equinox
one.
as a
Yeah,
goddamn
that's-
sponsor on this
It's
goddamn
never
show.
gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
We out
that's
here
the
saying
one.
you can go to their locker room to get jacked off. They are not fucking with
They're
us.
not fucking
Bro,
with
this
us.
is like world news. Like New
It's
York
world
Post
news,
covered
yeah.
this shit.
No,
So we won't get access to any Equinox in the world.
Maybe all the sports clubs or
Yeah,
the
deadass.
houses,
Planet
the
Fitness.
soul houses, all those.
There's only 10 questions, but I feel like they'll go forever. 10 questions with Ryan. First 2 are easy.
Okay, dope.
Spit or swallow.
Swallow.
Thank you,
Swallow.
Swallow.
Why do you guys both?
We
think
are
that?
not childish.
No, because babe, like I had sex with someone. They spit in my mouth for the first time. Like maybe I think a few months ago, and I didn't know how to take it because he was very just very aggressive, and I said, wait, okay. There's
You weren't here for that?
I wasn't here for all of it. You have to like.
Did you know he was about to, or was your mouth like?
No, I did not know. He was just, but I did. If y'all can see me, right? He yoked my ass, and then I was like, okay, something's about to.
He spit in your mouth?
Yeah, and that was the first time that happened, and I said, not like that.
So I'm not gonna lie.
that.
Most recently, I just had sex, and I'm gonna explain that sexcapade on another episode.
Absolutely.
But he spit into my face, and yes. Bitch, and I was like, okay, I've done the mouth.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these lashes though, you didn't pay.
Like, you didn't pay for those.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I know my lashes like split apart because they was wet, and I was just like, so he's still fucking me, but I'm just like, no, that shit, I still see it.
I still see. That's what it is.
I will say, there was a different way that I took it.
Yeah.
There's a different way you take a nigga spitting in your face and a nigga spitting in your mouth.
Now.
And so I'm not gonna lie, 2 seconds. My body left the room. I was
no. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And so I guess that was my onset. Like, okay, that was the first time that he spit.
Because spit's disrespectful.
And then and then I was just like, and then I jolted. I said, I felt my body literally just go out. And then I said, wait, Ryan, not
keep it going.
Keep it going.
Now, see, I want y'all to know that are listening and are watching on YouTube that I just did air quotes because spit is disrespectful. I think
you're
it's
supposed
something.
to fight. You're supposed to fight.
Yeah,
We have learned
your
that
ass,
spit on me is like,
down.
you know what I mean? Much like I think the sucking dick thing sometimes, like with coming in my face, is that disrespectful, like that Insecure episode. Now I agree with this.
It helps the skin.
But when I watched that Insecure episode when Issa was tripping, I was like, girl, come on.
So I ain't gonna lie. If you come on my face, my shoulder, my titty, just don't come on my fucking hair.
Yeah,
no, that's the thing.
it. Yeah.
Aim to where I don't have me have to go to the Dominicans and because I'm gonna smell your nut in my goddamn weed.
Yeah.
So it's literally just don't get it in my hair, whether it's braids, weave, wig. Wait, it doesn't matter. Don't come in my hair.
That's a volume shooter. If he could.
Volume shooter.
I mean, I'd be like aim for the mouth. I did this shit the other day, and that nigga started laughing while he was coming. Because we were in it was Art Basel, and my makeup was cute.
I've not been
but
yet.
I didn't want to fuck it up, so I was just oh. He was like, "Wow, let's just go.
Let's just go."
Okay, you can come now.
No, the guy that spit in my mouth was from Miami, but I've never been to Miami. I was in LA.
Have you been to? I'm sorry. Italy.
I know, but not Miami.
I have been like that with Canada.
Every time that Art Basel comes around, I'm like, oh, shout out to y'all though, you know.
Because Art Basel has changed very much. You know, we're from Florida, so I'd been earlier in the years, and
I used to live in Miami. So.
I think it's ruined.
Well, I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Nigga, you been in Miami? Get out my face.
No, I have not been. I have not.
Wait, okay, when you said that, I was confused.
No, I haven't been.
So I want you guys that are listening to know what the proximity from Fort Lauderdale to Miami is.
We've never been.
If you live in Brooklyn,
it is going to Manhattan.
Awkward, but I've never been.
It's the best place to be gay.
If you live in if you live in Atlanta,
no, but okay, hear me out.
It's going to Gwinnett.
No, but we moved. Oh, that's a good one. That is good.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's good.
It's got real black.
Good. No, that got really, really black, nigga. Like, you know, period. No, but
look at this. 42 minutes away.
Yeah. Okay.
In a car.
No.
I just can't understand how you're gay and haven't been to Miami.
No, because my great grandmother got sick when I was 6. We moved to Birmingham at that time.
Oh, you did say Alabama school.
Yeah. So it was like I was not doing my gay tings at 6. or 5.
Well, actually, that's a good question. When were you gay? 7? So
yes, right.
Top, bottom, reverse.
Oh. You know, I hate this question.
Really?
But no, I mean, if we're putting it on paper, then I like what I like when I like it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same, sis. Same.
Okay.
You know,
I just like it when I like it. You know, I might want to climb a tree one day. I might like to
dig a hole after.
Yeah, dig a hole after. You know, dig it out.
Emphasis on hole. No pun intended, but top to bottom.
But
Describe. Look at me in my improv class.
Oh wait, get the minute mark. We need to add the drum rolls. We need to add some sound effects. We're trying to up the production of the show.
Okay, top to bottom. Describe your perfect man. What would he look like?
Ooh.
If you have to use a celebrity, that's also fine. Because mine is Trevante Rhodes and or.
He's not tall enough, but that's cute.
That's
Kofi.
Hell no. Love him down, but no.
But no.
Okay. Love you, Kofi.
Okay, let's start. Beard? No. Clean face.
Clean face.
Is
maybe
he
a mustache?
Bald? Does he have twists?
No, he has he might be doing the blonde up, black down on the beard situation. Or
like a different kind of look.
Oh yeah, no.
OBJ?
Yes.
There we go.
Got it.
No, actually.
Boom. Actually, yes. But yes. Because that's a beautiful ass man.
Oh.
And I am plotting on that one.
Can we not keep pulling these?
Can I just say, when he comes out.
I am trying to be efficient here.
You're plotting on him. I'm plotting on him.
Oh my
and
God.
his girl right now.
No,
he got a twist.
Oh.
What's the boo? I want to see the boo.
Lola Woods. I said that in the episode with Mouse and them when they said, who's my Instagram girl crush? It's his bitch now.
But
Lola
Woods gorgeous.
Look up Lola Woods and Odell Beckham.
I love both.
They
how
fine.
He looks, because if I'm mad at you, I have to be able to look at you
Lolo.
after.
Oh, Lolo.
And then Lolo. Oh, that's
Lolo,
her. That's her.
No.
Okay.
Black girl with the curly hair, right?
She's beautiful.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's a singer.
Oh.
No, she's not.
Oh, she's.
It said she is, Randy.
She's not a singer.
It said on the side.
Oh, she a Pisces. Look.
Wow.
Look how far
Proverbs.
So close. I mean, close to us, because he likes that. Isn't he a Scorpio? I think he is.
He said
right?
close to us.
No, isn't he? Isn't he a Scorpio?
I don't know.
She's fine.
She fun as hell. I'll take both of them.
So
But you know,
I got a fluid vibe from him a few times, and I think I just want it.
Baby, no. I mean,
It's there.
it's there.
Because I want to bend him over.
It's there.
In real life, she got to watch me bend that nigga over.
She better be doing
Or
that.
you could peg him on his back.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I'll
fuck both of them.
Oh yeah.
I think
she's cute.
So he's aesthetically pleasing to me.
Aesthetically
if
and like playful energy. I love that.
I like that
Yeah.
too. To
You know, I
me,
love that about
someone
him.
who is gorgeous, and I also like his energy, and it's probably because he's foreign. He's from Germany.
Oh,
is Boris Cujo. But I
He's
like
from Germany. I didn't know
Yes,
that.
he's black and white. But
I
I think
didn't know that either.
Yeah, he's from Germany. He
I was
speaks
today
German
years
and
old.
everything.
Oh, fab.
Yes. Oh,
fabulous.
fuck me and speak another language.
Right. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But not like Spanish. But that's
Yeah,
like
I know Spanish is
Me
too
canta.
basic. No,
que rico.
don't call me mommy while we fuck. I don't like that.
Wait. There's.
But I want to hear something that I don't know.
OBJ. You said top to bottom, top to like top. You know the list.
No, but him top to
No,
bottom.
he's top to
aesthetic.
You did it. You did it well. Now, here's another one. So, have you ever kissed a woman? And if so, were you like?
No. So I had a girlfriend when I was 12 in middle school. We were doing nasty stuff before I even got into high school. Like we had this book. We found out we had a friend group that was like, one was in high school, one was in middle school, and the only time that they saw each other was on a bus. So they had like a notebook where they like wrote nasty shit to each other, and then just like
At 12.
Yeah, at 12, and just send
But
it back and
I was
forth.
doing that.
And then send it back and forth. So we were like, hey, let's do that too. But we go to the same school. She only like a year older than me. So the damn principal, I'm talking about, you my rib and yada yada like I want to this, you know, all that. And then the principal, I think, got it from her. I guess she was writing in it, and one of the teachers took it up.
And grabbed it.
Made copies for both of our parents.
Oh
No.
My mom is sitting there with the whole. I see the copy on her like nightstand. Like I see how he Xeroxed the whole thing. I said,
God
"Oh
damn.
my god."
That's so embarrassing because you
That's
know when you're 12,
embarrassing.
you really don't know what the fuck
You don't
you're
know what the
talking about.
fuck you talking
But
about.
to me, if you're 25 at 12, you had more of social media and stuff. And we had MySpace at least by middle school.
I mean, because like I think yeah.
So
I had MySpace, Bebo.
He had
when
everything.
That was when that was our Black Space.
because we're almost 5 years. I'm almost 5 years older than you.
Yeah.
So, and I know the access we had
Yeah.
even in middle school. So
Yeah.
you had what I.
Yeah,
You was
know,
Googling.
I got to use the Dewey Decimal System and the internet. You know, that's what That's my generation.
And listen, I told y'all, I was reading Zane books at 10.
Oh no, me too. No, girl, child. I was in the bathroom at my grandma's house reading them damn things.
Yeah.
That's how I like found out about anything. You know, the car stories, the whole, all of them.
Zane let me know I was a hoe early on.
Yeah, and I was like,
I
ooh,
was
and
like,
I
I want
loved
to
it.
fuck all them.
So
And Sister Soldier, I swore my man was gonna be Midnight.
Yeah. Oh my God, not Sister Soldier. Oh yes.
The coldest winter.
Now, when do you remember your first
boyfriend?
Gay memory.
Gay memory. So I wasn't a bad child. I was just sneaky. So I remember I had boys come over to my house, like in the front, not come into my house, but like park in front of my house. I don't know. When was the first?
So this is high school?
No,
I was
this
gonna
was
say because
they're driving.
Park.
Yeah.
So your first gay memory was
in high school. Yeah. Oh
wow.
Oh, actually, no. I lost my virginity when I was 16 at my performing arts high school in the bathroom that was connecting. So I was dating a dancer, and the men's dance.
Can you not? 16, girl. Calm down.
The men's
Nothing's hot
dressing
about
room.
this.
No. But you know, at the moment, no. But like, so you know, both performance disciplines. We were connected by a bathroom, like the men's dancers dressing room and the men's actors dressing room, and then there was a bathroom in between. And there was this beautiful boy from Niagara Falls, like, you know, gorgeous. Like he was, I think he was West Indian, had
People
like the whole
from
thing.
There?
Yes.
I didn't know people live there.
They came to our Canada show.
Like Niagara Falls is a whole city?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Bruv, yes.
Yeah.
It's not just the water.
But
ain't it like in Buffalo?
I'll do the sound.
But Grand Canyon is just the Grand Canyon. You can't live in the Grand Canyon, right? So see, bitch,
but this is weird. It's weird. When you said Niagara Falls, I was like, you're in the water? You got a house in the water? Don't say no, because that's how my brain, that's how, you know, ignorant we are. But so I
ain't been there yet.
Especially Alabama, like this little cute little boy, because my high school also was a boarding school. So you could live there too if you lived out of state.
He lived there?
Yes.
Oh, so he was sexually repressed.
Yeah. So it was like, and you know, he
was a child.
And so Weezy.
No more coffee for you.
No more.
She can't have coffee, weed, water, sleep.
I remember he texted me, and I was in class, and he was like in discipline, and he was just like, "Hey, I'm downstairs." We've been contemplating this for a while. So then lost my virginity literally in the shower of the bathroom.
I hate
wow.
And it was great.
But wait, hold on. Gay memory, not like sex, like gay memory, like feeling that you were.
4.
5. In 5 months.
Chromosomes got me
down. No, but like because.
So then why date the girl? Were you in Alabama?
No, because I grew up in a household. My grandfather was like my father figure, and he was always, when I was a child, being like, "Oh, it's okay to say a man is handsome or he's cute." Like, there's no attraction. It's just like he's a good-looking man. So I was like, "Okay, cool. Well, he's gorgeous and he this and he pretty and this." And I was like, "Wait." Then I started realizing that I was attracted to them, but I was trying to suppress it. So then, but I was also attracted to the girlfriend with the book as well. You know, I was just like, "Okay, well, let's see what's going on." But I think also my first thought probably was when, so my mom had she had a friends that were married, 2 white men that were gay. And I remember feeling like right at home at their house. Like they were always the rich friends, you know, the ones with the
It's so nice to have
house.
that memory of someone that's like what you're thinking.
Yeah, and like, you know, antiquated, like furniture. They had cards with, you know, men with dicks on just laying on the damn coffee table.
Oh, come on, Alabama.
Nobody saw me like get the deck and like look at the dicks.
Can I ask you a question then?
Yeah, baby.
So Pose is a show that I just started watching.
Yeah.
Last night.
And your story to me, literally. Well, my friend Carla told me to watch it over the summer. She would have it playing because she was catching up on all the episodes. Yeah. But I watched it because I wanted to be sure I knew who your character was. And as you're explaining, you going to a performing arts school, you seeing things on it's literally almost it's Damon. It's your character.
It is. So yeah.
And so I wanted to ask you because in almost the opening credits of being introduced to your character.
Again.
But I don't know what part of the Libra is I'm being.
Doing your research, that's what it is.
But in the introduction of your character, it was you almost feeling like you had to hide who you were to the parents in the show.
Yeah.
And then they found the magazine.
Yeah.
And you're saying you enjoyed seeing the magazines and
Yeah.
cars
I
laying
forgot that
around.
scene.
Yeah.
But also in terms of you wanting to be this dancer and being introduced into the ballroom scene, I remember you being led by the character at the time, letting you know like you're accepted into this community and you can still be as fabulous and do what you like and be respected by your community. So again, listening to you share your story, how easy when you read that script was it to act out all of those scenes?
So at my producer session with Ryan Murphy, Stephen Canals, Janet Mock, all the people at FX, that was my second audition. And after I did the scenes, they were like, sit down, we're going to do a character interview. So then they asked me questions about my life.
This is because you're Damon.
Yeah. And they were like, so what happened? How did this happen? When did this happen? What was your favorite day? Like all of that. And I was like, I'm reading the script, like thinking that I said that in confidence. And then I said, all right, bitch. Okay, I got y'all asses.
Everything. You were your character. So like listening to you say this, I'm like,
how is Damon different then?
Well, I never got kicked out of my home. So I think everything else. Yeah.
Did your parents react the same way as they did in the show, or what was the reaction of your parents when you came out?
I didn't come out until I was in college, my sophomore year.
Oh wow!
So I was like, having sex, doing that at 16, 17, 18, up until I left, and then I was about to go to study in London.
Hold on, what age is that?
That's
20?
That's 15, 16, 17. Yeah, that's 21.
Bro, in 5 years, you come out and then you're literally on a staple gay show.
And that's the crazy thing.
Like, not only am I gay, the best gay.
The best gay. I am the best gay. And I'm not.
But yeah.
No, but like so I was doing I wrote a one-man show about Langston Hughes, who's also like a queer, and I read his autobiography.
His autobiography opens up too about his sexuality.
The big
and of course,
C.
they don't teach us that.
At all. He's just a speaker of the people. So I was like, okay, I'm going to create a show for my fundraiser to get to London to study theater. But my boyfriend at the time was my production manager. And we were doing a show back in Alabama as a fundraiser. So I was like, bitch, my mama gonna know the moment that you walk into my house that you my nigga. Like, because how I better be reacting with you. So let's go ahead and nip this in the butt. And his mom was crazy. We had to lie and say my best friend was my aunt to get him to get down there to buy the train ticket, like all of that. Because so then I think the theater manager, his mom called the theater manager, gave his mom my mom's number. His mom and my mom are talking. She's crazy talking about. So my mom calls me and she was like, "Yeah, I talked to his crazy ass mama. She's talking about y'all boyfriends or something." I said, "Yeah, we are." She said, "Wait." She in like a store said, "Wait, hold on. That means you're." I said, "No, that just means that he's my boyfriend. That's what it is." So she was like, "I'm gonna call you back. We're gonna talk about this when you get home." So like winter break of sophomore year was very hard for me.
Did your mom say she always knew?
No.
A lot of parents say that.
They do say that.
No, because I think what it was, it's so funny to me because my mom introduced me to my first gay couple. My cousins are like lesbian. Like she has been with nothing but women all my life.
And then felt like she couldn't see it.
Yeah, and then I was just like, girl.
Did she did she respond differently than your dad did?
My dad,
because even in the show, the dad took it way more.
So during those times
serious.
where we're talking, when I'm a teenager, my mom and my dad already separated. She was remarried to my stepfather at the time. The abuse that happened with my stepfather. So what happens in the show is very much like it was a whole mom. My mom had to be the partition.
Writing credits on the goddamn show.
She's because
I'm telling you,
like what's going on? Seriously.
You are the character.
No,
like
honestly,
this is amazing.
Me and Ryan shared that he actually Ryan Murphy got kicked out of his home. So that was a healing moment for both of us because I hadn't really dealt with it since I got out of school. Had to deal with it. And then now, my mom's at my season 1 premiere. Episode 1 is playing.
And this was
my mom, my grandma, my aunt, my sister. My mom is sitting next to me and she's like, I'm squeezing her hand because she's like, she remembered that moment where we were at a fish fry and this happened.
Right.
So it was very jarring, but it's so crazy because, the last show that we see a queer, really like hero or person that's like fighting for the cause is Jussie Smollett's character on Empire.
Oh,
He
threw that to shit.
I mean, next in line. I mean, it's my place now. Yeah.
Look at me.
No, but
Look at me,
you like acted your ass off in that
thanks,
scene, and
darling.
so even watching it and then hearing your story,
I was
sitting
so sick at
across
that
from
moment.
me. No, I just wanted
that's
to
what
know
made me so
if
happy
it
about
triggered
Pose.
you. Yeah.
Like, I was watching a movie, and recently, I think Ove was like, I hate when black movies do this to us. Like, why? I know it ain't this many bad actors. Like, why do black movies have to do this to us? That's why Pose to me was such a big fucking deal. Because you get so invested. It's so real and good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just
very
good because it's black.
Yeah, it's just good.
You know what
It's
I mean?
good writing. It's good cinematography.
Now-
I want to know these more questions.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah,
So,
we're getting off of this now. Back to it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you are who.
we did
Thank
ask
you.
this. Have you ever been on a dating app? Which ones?
Oh
and
Lord, not
that's
dating app
fab.
question.
tell us what your
Girl,
profile
so
said.
while I was in Tulum,
Look.
while I was in Tulum, I was just so I'm about to TMI, but I don't give a fuck.
That's how we
Which
like
one
it.
you use,
I love
Raya?
that. I just got on the League. I just was.
I've heard of the League.
The League
I've
is
Are
heard
they
of
cute.
that.
actually good looking?
They it's just like they
Maybe the gay ones are.
Yeah, they suss it out. They only give you but 3 or 4 people to choose from a day. So you have and
You gotta think.
you got to think.
Just because they're black, don't
yeah,
swipe.
yeah. So
That's what I've
but
been
I'm
doing.
on
Black.
when I go away, for everybody that when I'm in my European and South America and every other
Same.
place,
I don't
you know,
use it.
I don't I use it here, but there was a new one that I found when I was in Tulum called 3 Fun, which is about threesomes. Is
Here we go.
Yeah,
It's called 3 Fun.
So I
Three
know about
Fun.
Field. Is it gay or no?
No, it's girl, no.
3
Fun. There's another one called Cruising.
and we talked about that.
Yeah, which is like I thought that Tulum doesn't have any cruising places. Is Playa del Carmen and Cozumel that I like I realized that there was saturated places. Raya, I'm not on Raya. They haven't. I'm on Chappie.
Well, Raya, I've noticed most friends that like have notoriety because you can't screenshot. It's
Yeah.
like so that's good, but I don't know if it has a strong gay presence. So
Yeah, I don't think
what's
so
your
either.
profile say about you on the dating app?
I'm gonna bring one up.
And
Well, I love
but
it.
before you bring it up, I'm curious to know if when you do match someone, if they automatically ask you if you're real.
They do
That's
all the
what they-
time.
okay.
Like there was a few moments where I got a little lonely while I was here and on Grindr, and was like, they were like, "Are you Ryan Jamaal Swain?" And I'd already sent the dick pic. So then I gotta block them now because I'm just like,
You can't answer that.
Yeah, I
No,
can't answer that at
no,
all.
no.
Hell no,
You
they
will
wait,
never know.
Is your name
I got
not
deleted
Ryan
off
on
of
there?
Bumble.
It's like J or like
Okay.
shit or
Oh, shit.
or like
I know it's you now.
RY and then space AN.
Bleep that the first one he said.
Yeah. But like, but even then,
Oh,
my
I
name
can't believe
is
they haven't removed you. I got removed off Bumble because people
Let me
were saying I was
see.
fake.
Oh wow.
no, but like. Let's see. Okay, this is about me. Let's see what happens. Excited to potentially meet someone that will be a vibe and a vessel. I played it safe
That
on that
sounds
one.
like such
That
a hoe ass
sound like you
fucking
are.
bio.
No, but you know
That's that free
Looking
spirit.
for a vibe.
No,
That's
you
a
know,
free
no, but the
spirit.
gag is and with the horoscope shit,
Here we go.
Aries moon. People were just like, and when your Venus is Aries, that means you're a fuckboy already.
That's
so I was
true.
like, damn.
Oh, is that why I
My
cut Aries off?
Yeah,
Yes.
like
He was awful.
like my Venus is an Aries, so like sometimes I just get very. I'm all for the person, and then I'm like, but I have Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius is all about adventure. Like, oh, I want to go here. I'll skip, be aloof, do that.
So you a hoe in both
Yeah,
moons.
so it's bad. But the Pisces like calms me down. It's like, okay, I love somebody, but then I get
So
bored.
you know what I call myself on the show, right?
What?
The emo hoe.
No, I am the emo hoe. No, for real. Bitch, I look,
wanna
I'm
suck
isolated
dick, but
down.
I might be like, damn,
No.
but I
too
love
much right
it.
It's this Pisces energy going on.
It
You know,
is.
oh, he been
Let me go
hurt
back to
by
nasty.
one, literally. Okay,
this
what's up?
is too much for me.
Okay. go
So
ahead.
when I was watching Sex Explained, there's this thing called your disgust response, basically saying like what's nasty or gross to you changes upon your arousal. So I want to know
Mm-hmm.
what porn do you watch that's too embarrassing to share because your disgust response is so high? Like what do you start with, and then the hornier you get, you're like, I'm gonna watch this.
I start with groups. I start with the group ones, like the ones where it's like, there's this brand that does like when they're like it's all men and it's like 5 or 7 of them, and they're all
Look at
like
you about to
fucking.
guess what it
they're all
is.
like fucking one guy, but it's like, yeah.
So this is the type of porn I watch.
Yeah.
All of the gangbangs, but there's this one.
Yeah,
And
I love
it's
that
new.
one.
There's a fuck house series.
Yes. That one.
I know.
Yes.
There's a fuck house.
So yeah,
No,
so like
it's literally called. If you guys are watching Pornhub and you go to the gay portion of it, you type in "fuck house" and there's one that's like 58 minutes, but then they also break it into a lot of different ones. But a lot of times they are fucking one guy. So there's one that I really like. There's 3 of them.
Yeah,
on Leon Holt.
Like he's just a come down?
Red.
Leon Red.
By the pool.
Baby.
Have you seen that one?
No, I have.
It is so good.
No, yeah, that like so I love those. So you saying
fuck
disgusting.
house.
So you're
The
saying disgusting, but
What's like disgusting shit in porn? Like I like a lot of cum swapping.
you know the thing about I don't know if this is scientific and we can prove it.
Let's get our science heads together.
But like
Scientific.
but like the cream pie moments, like when people are like
Pushing it out?
penetrating, and then it's like there's like white like
Residue?
residue. I don't know if the ass does that.
So
naturally, it doesn't. Because some scientists think that
I
it's
talked about it with Dustin.
Yeah.
No, it was with Dustin. Dustin or maybe someone else. Or I think I've had this conversation because a lot of people think that the butt creams and comes.
Yeah, or like a G-spot is like in
I found
where
out,
there
and
is
I don't know
one,
if it's
there is
science
that.
or nothing like that, but it's actually the lube.
That's what it is. That foamy type of thing.
It creates
Yeah.
kind of like if you wash your hands and it's a regular consistency and then it becomes soapy. Actually the lube that you use in anal that once you go in and out, the friction causes it to get creamy white.
It turns white, but that does make
Yeah.
sense
That
to
makes
my
sense.
gland.
Like so.
Yeah. And then the most disgusting one is like every now and then I do watch the ones where people are like farting on the dick. Like the air just like
So it's different than a pussy fart because now this is really coming out of your ass. So
Yeah.
I think it's a fart
because the noise is like gratifying, like, oh, I'm fucking the shit out of you.
That's what it is. Essentially, that's
Can we
what
call
it
it
is.
a new name? Not like
Yeah,
a
like
fart.
let's do a.
But I guess it's coming out of your ass.
A queef. That's the name of it.
A queef. An ass queef.
An ass queef.
An ass queef.
That's a fart.
A culo queef.
Not a cool queef.
Look at us coming back from Mexico.
I'll be honest. The one that's kind of weird to me that I've been recently watching, and it actually, when I watch it, I get scared for the actor.
Okay.
Rosebud.
It's like the which ones?
Well, no, not the. Calm down with the fisting, but
yes,
but
like the full.
There's one now, and there's a whole series. Once you get into one, it takes you down the rabbit hole.
And bitch, you watch them.
I do.
Oh yeah, let's go.
But it's like where they're in a dungeon and contraptions, and they bend the guy over. One even puts him in a thing like where they used to take people's heads off.
the guillotine.
They get into the guillotine, and whether it's
But guillotine is funny.
But a guillotine is
it-
fine.
it-
That should be the
it's
caption.
really a
Guillotine.
It's a guillotine. And so they're in it and they can't move. And normally they start with like big ass toys that you know they can't really take.
Yes,
And
I've
then
seen. I've seen a
And I'm
little
like-
bit of like the previews on
and
the
I feel,
side.
and I kind of feel
And I know
sorry
the
for the person because
actors.
I know
I'm
it's
like, oh my
hurting. I know
God.
they're hurting, but it's like still interesting. Like, ooh, I want my nigga to be taking whatever I do and he
Yeah.
can't move.
but that
It's crazy.
And sometimes like
Forced
they
sex.
have
Or sex. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It is.
oh.
And it's weird because you can't find rape fantasies at all. That's like a thing. Thank God they don't, but it's crazy. So I want to shout out to all of our Twitter followers and our Instagram followers. They send us a lot of the news. I do want to bring up one of the things that someone brought. It was the number 4 most watched video on Pornhub recently. And it's a girl who is strapped to some contraption and she's being forced to fuck. But she's clearly an adult.
Yeah.
And they say teen girl. So they were like, what is it with pornos making it seem like it's a teen being fucked instead of an actual just young woman?
And that's one of those things where we are so infatuated with children and people looking premature, you know, and like just pubescent, like.
But we do it with black people.
Yeah, we
Black
do it
don't
with
crack
too.
Black
Because
don't
there's
crack.
an innocence with a teen
Yeah,
doing
you feel
that
like you're
over.
the first one to have one.
So yeah,
like,
it's really just interesting, like the rabbit holes that I think a lot of us do get into with watching these porns. It's just like, okay, we need to know what we're just watching for enjoyment and hopefully not act on.
Mine's just a cum slut thing. Like,
well, we know
always.
you like a whole bunch of cum.
I don't. What it is? It, honestly, you know
Yeah,
what's funny?
I mean,
With
they
all
have to
my
be
husbands, when
eating
we
a lot of
realize we love
pineapples
it-
or something that.
But I don't even need it in my mouth. I just want to like look at it, like see it. Just I love the mess.
And
of
as
it.
nasty as I am, that's probably one of the most disgusting things
Yeah, I
during
can't.
sex. I don't want it on me if I see
no.
it. Even if we're fucking and we're so nasty and I'm like, I'm your little slut and I'm saying all these nasty things. As soon as they come on me, I'm like, ew, you're so nasty. Get
You
it
know
off,
how
get it
I want my
off.
threesomes to go.
Get it off. Oh, yeah, I want to swallow it. I don't want to see it.
Let me show you how nasty I was getting that night.
No, don't do that.
Listen, so I mean,
no.
obviously I knew he was recording, and then like when you know it's recording,
love
and you're
that.
like, damn, now I gotta like.
We don't want to see you have
listen,
sex, bro.
I had to like put the spit on the.
Oh my God.
Listen, once I was getting into it, I was like, that was the first thing. I was
Why?
like, I'm gonna turn it off, and then he was like, you really want me to turn it off? And I was like,
No. I hate that I can't. Okay, there might be for some hacker.
no, you
though.
can't. You can't really.
I can't find mine that I made earlier.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, like I've had about 5 or 6 phones. Yeah, so
Don't do iCloud.
No, I didn't know. Yeah, it was.
You always have to keep
Yeah.
it on the actual device.
Yeah,
That's
local.
how Rihanna got
Local.
hacked. iCloud is whenever something's internet based, it can get hacked.
Yeah.
Your hard phone, like
I don't
saying
know.
hard
I
phone.
might need to look at my phone. I don't know how my
The
phone's set up.
hardware of your
Yeah.
phone, I'm saying, like can't necessarily get hacked unless it's in someone's hand and opened. But if it's uploaded to a
In the
cloud somewhere,
cloud.
absolutely it can be compromised.
Yeah, like during that time, I don't think I
gotta
don't
look at
have
me
it.
in
I
his
used
face.
to sell
I
like
need to go to
disaster
Amazon.
recovery software, right?
Yeah.
When I was working in tech, and this one office I went to, a finance firm, can't say the name, they're huge and global, and had an entire floor of papers. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm thinking like, because each cabinet is like 10 grand. For
Yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah.
Right? And he's like, these are clients that make over a certain amount of money annually, and we can't put it in the cloud.
Yeah.
Like this literally has
Yeah.
to be here. And they
Wow.
replicated the document to other places in case buildings burn down, but it will never go in the cloud.
Oh, you know
That's,
what?
that's how it was
No,
when I
my
worked
manager,
at.
yeah, my manager got that shit for me because I told her, I'm
Prime.
very clear about how crazy I get with her. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, I did this. So can you got it, great.
But
Go
for
ahead.
real though, like if
Now.
at your age,
But
too,
like
because if you start,
earlier, child.
if you're starting here, imagine in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. They look
hell
at that
no.
tweet or that video or
Yup.
whatever. They
They
always,
would
Is that something that you've done? Like, so you're on the dating apps, you meet people, you're out partying. Have you gone through your old tweets or old social media and
I
started
have.
deleting
The
stuff?
crazy thing about the tweets thing is that I was so anti Twitter for a long time that the only thing that was updating on that was like the Pisces, the horoscope shit. So I was like, oh,
Thank
good.
God.
I said, oh, I ain't
and
really
you
been.
can't mass delete tweets. So when we
Yeah.
first started Whoreible Decisions Twitter,
Yeah.
I was going to use mine because it
I
has a
just
certain amount of
started using my
followers.
shit
And I was like,
like
you know
that.
what, bro? Like, I'm not going to get canceled, so I can't go back through
Yeah.
all these. Let's just start. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I think I had one.
Yeah, you have one of. Did you want to ask this question? And I think this is important just for people who are listening and really like your energy.
absolutely.
Have you encouraged cis gay men that aren't supportive of our trans sisters? As an advocate, what do you do to have that conversation? And can people come and maybe see you in panel discussions and other things?
Yeah. No,
What is your voice outside of Pose?
Yeah.
What is your voice?
No, I've done a lot of panels with like CAA Social Impact and like Fenway Health and It Gets Better and Trevor Project, like just trying to make sure that the youth understand that, there is in our own community a hierarchy system, like a totem pole. My trans sisters, brothers, and non-binaries at the end,
Right.
at the bottom. And when everybody needs someone, not to quote Pose, but everybody needs someone to make them feel superior. That's essentially how it goes. And if it's not, gay, well, cis gay men trying to bash lesbians or bi folk or black to white or whatever, I really do make it my mission, especially as a cis queer male, like to be like, no, you have to understand that we have to fight for all privilege. Privilege personifies itself in many different ways: pretty privilege to ugly privilege, cis to trans privilege, rich to poor privilege,
Color privilege.
color privilege.
Right.
Like we are all benefiting from something, some type of privilege, no matter how we like to see it. And if we can be able to call ourselves and everybody else out, well, call ourselves, not everyone, but call ourselves out first, we'll provide a little bit more compassion for a lot of other people. So for me, that's what I'm really, really about in 2020 and this last year has been, and just since the Pose has really opened my eyes to the shit that I was ignorant to with my own community.
Oh, wow.
You
Okay.
know? Because from Birmingham, Alabama, I didn't know if I have met somebody that has been trans or non-binary in my life. But it really opened my eyes to how much we have to advocate for my sisters and brothers. And
did you know
your
reach at first? Like when I mean, obviously we don't know how big that
no,
will be, but
it was crazy to me because I didn't have a Damon on my TV screen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like at all. And now,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. If you take a look at these cartoons now as an adult,
oh no, they are going crazy. Girl, I just had an audition for one of them last night.
A cartoon?
Yeah. I had to do a voiceover last night. Well, send it in today.
What little
but
people?
Like these, yeah.
And they're supposed to be children cartoons, but just the sexual innuendos. I just went to the movie theaters and saw Jumanji. Jumanji's supposed to be goddamn kids. It's Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Yeah.
They had so much sexual innuendos talking about like horse dicks, and I was just like,
it is now been saturated.
It's PG-13.
Is it PG-13? Jumanji?
Yeah.
I guess you could be 14.
You could be 14 and talk about horse dicks?
That's kind of normal, isn't it?
But see, gay shows particular where you see a...
Not where I'm from.
There go that Mexican shit.
No, there it is.
No, when watching because to me, like a show like Pose is like, oh my God, I'm going through that. I have those dreams, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a place to watch this. But like, do you feel like more your advocacy has to heighten? Do you feel pressure?
Oh no, there was a conversation that I had with one of my classmates from high school. He was just like, "Yeah, I've always wanted to ask you this." He's in his PhD at Stanford right now, like a whole as one of the youngest candidates. PJ, love you, bye. And he was just like, "Yeah, because I always wanted to ask you because your visibility, like your queerness, has been so like I've never known you to be this queer." In your life.
Oh, he's like, your shit elevated.
Yeah, he was like, your shit is elevated. Like
look at you with that neon hat.
Right, exactly. Right, with this bright ass.
Colorful ass.
This colorful ass.
Oh, rainbow face ass.
With this damn blonde ass shit on my head. Like, what the hell? No, but he was like, do you think that the show, like, you had to do that? And, you know, I always joke around when I'm in an interview because I think Ryan Murphy out of all of us, because in every article he was like the largest LGBTQIA cast, the largest, you know. So it was just like
that shit was crazy.
I said, well, bitch, well, I can't go. I mean, it's already out there. So here it is.
But does it make? Do you feel like you just always maybe were this?
Overt, absolutely, no, and that's what the gag of it all was. I think really my family's, because when I realized that I was going into production for this show, I called all of my family and was like, listen, I am queer. I'm going on this queer ass show. I just want to let y'all know that this is happening.
You group chatted it or in front of them?
No, I called everyone because I was in New York training.
Right.
Because before we got done, I said, I'm calling like my grandma, my mama, my aunties, everyone. Because I was just like, listen, there's going to be shit when I go into these these interviews where they're going to be asking me about my life, and I'm going to be very transparent with them, not disrespecting y'all, but just disrespecting people that disrespected me. Because like I think what it is like your trauma is not your responsibility, your healing is. And I think that for me to be as visible as I am, being Damon on like a queer teenager, and then also in season when we talk about queer love and black queer love, and you know, this very naive, very innocent boy going into this world that is all 6 inches off the ground, and everybody is facilitating hurt. So it's like when he goes in there not knowing anything, there's a lot of people in the Midwest and from fucking Allentown, Pennsylvania, and from Miami, and from, you know, Oregon and Wisconsin that have those experiences. And don't really get to see themselves seen. Like there's radicalization and like normalcy, and I feel like Damon is a normal as character that was just in an extraordinary circumstance, and then how his dreams and how his circumstances thrust him into becoming who he is, and also recycling hurt, like all of that. So that's a lot of, from to be completely honest, a lot of marginalized people, Black, Latin. You know,
that was what I really liked about it.
Yeah, like that's a lot of people's
I think we
space.
Exclude Latinos a lot, and I've been trying more on my show to like.
Oh, I love
every
Latinos.
Time it comes, huh?
I love them. Like,
well, you
like
honey, you definitely let me know.
I do.
You know, I don't really do chorizo, but he
ex,
was like, my ex is in Mexico City, and honey,
yeah, girl, no, because I was gonna follow you there just to burn his house. No shit, but you know, like I'm that crazy, one.
Is that what Pisces do?
Oh.
Because I just saw I saw some video on Twitter with two girls like putting gasoline all over
Girl,
the boyfriend's car, and
let
I was
me
just,
tell
I'm
you.
not that
The
crazy.
videotape.
I'm not
The
that
same-
crazy.
I'll do it. I just won't tape
I would
it.
not tape it.
But you'll do it.
Yes, I will do it.
I'd be
But,
like, bitch, you are really tripping.
The
I'll
same,
come.
the same nigga that I was talking about that was a production manager. I think he was dating somebody, and it was like a love triangle situation that was going on with me, boy, and he wouldn't answer my phone call, text. He would he was being that petty Pisces because he was also a Pisces.
So you pulling up?
Yeah, so I pulled up, girl.
To Mexico, you pulled up?
No. This is the American.
Oh,
boyfriend.
This is when y'all were local.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is local. This is local boyfriend. Mexico is. I will get on a plane. I haven't been. I've not been to Mexico since we broke up. Like that's 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was my first time being back, and I started crying on the plane while I was there.
I see you were triggered.
Yeah, I was so
Because I
triggered.
barely brought it up. I was like, I'm
yeah,
going to Mexico.
always.
I know all about it.
No, but girl, I climbed over that damn fence
You climbing fences and pulling
fences.
up.
I got cuts on my hands from the fence,
You know why, though? Because good dick is a prison.
Yeah.
And only you can let yourself out.
Yeah, child.
This is why I'm single, because dating is the ghetto.
It is the ghetto.
I'll pass.
Oh, that's the clip. That's the clip.
That's a clip.
All right, well, I want to, do you have any more questions? Because we don't have a home mail.
I want to.
I found one, but it's just as long as
I
the
want
one.
you to plug your shit, and I also want you, because obviously Pose is so huge, plug anything that you feel like is in your lane but isn't getting recognized, whether it be a book, an artist.
Oh yeah.
But you first.
Yeah. So Instagram is Ryan Jamaal Swain. Jamal is spelled with 2 A's behind the M.
It sure is.
RYA. Okay. Girl. No.
And it does. It pops up, too.
It pops up, but you just put Ryan J and it'll just
Google
pop
me.
up. Or
Ooh,
Google.
humble flex.
Ooh,
With the blue check. That's why it pop up.
We not in the ghetto.
Okay, my bad. Okay, we're in the burbs. We're in the burbs. My bad.
And then Twitter, Ryan Jamaal. And also I'm getting there on TV1 on MLK Day 1/2020. I'm being honored at the Urban One Honors.
Oh my God.
On TV1.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we filmed it December 5th, so I'm getting honored next to Jamie Foxx, Sylvia Rhone, Chance the Rapper, Missy Elliott.
Hello.
And then it's myself, and then Billy Porter is
Do you
presenting me with
hear
my
the
award.
list that you are,
Yeah,
the company you're
it
a
was
part
crazy to me, girl. I was sitting in that day when we were filming it. I was sitting there I'm looking at their
Foxx, Missy.
montages, and I'm just like, how the hell
shit better
am
be
I?
5 seconds.
They better be 5 seconds. No, for real though. 'Cause I was sitting on the front row in the middle with the loudest outfit.
Oh my
Shout out to Dapper Dan because it was a custom. I can't wait for y'all to see it. I can't wait for the
I
poster.
can't wait to see you
Yeah,
post it.
but I was just sitting there like.
But you know what's
look at
amazing about
this
that, too?
one.
It's just age. It's like when I'm this
No,
young
that's what I
and
mean. And in my speech, which was lit, I was just like, I did a hoodoo flip. Ooh, like 22 inches. But, it was a call to duty, like a promise. Like,
Yeah.
because Kathy Hughes was, I don't want to go into the history of her, but like as women on radio, you know what I mean, and podcasts, she was very much Howard University was influential in her space. Nobody wanted to give her any loan to start her Radio 1 tycoon.
Right.
And there was just one man that gave her $1 million loan, and then it just soared. So now
wow.
this Urban One Honors is actually celebrating 40 years for Radio 1 as well. And she's one of the co-hosts with Chris Tucker.
Oh,
Chris
wow.
Tucker, yeah.
You was in a room.
No,
honey.
I was in a room. Wale was like, Ryan, that damn Dapper Dan shit is like, that's the latest shit that I never seen.
What date does it come in? I want to see this outfit.
Monday.
Yeah,
on
Martin
Monday.
Luther King Day,
Yeah, Martin Luther King,
1/20.
1/2020. So
Okay.
definitely check that out. But people that I want to shout out, she's getting buzzed. This is my friend. Love you, Snow Allegra.
Oh, yeah.
She's popping.
I missed her concert.
Yeah, I missed her. I missed her
I wish I
concert
could
too.
And we were on the same.
Yeah, my cousin Trevor Jackson. He's just won the BET Certified Artist Award.
And ladies, he fine. I don't know if he's single, but you
Yeah,
can slide
no,
in
he's
DMs, fine.
he's single. I think he's still here too, doing press. So
Is
y'all
he?
might see him
Is
on the
he
street.
really?
Y'all might see him on
Is
the
he
street.
really?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go to Double House after this if you want to invite him for
Word!
drinks.
Come on, Dumbo!
You know,
Come on, let's go.
Is that nigga?
Is
Yes,
that one?
you don't know.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
I ain't know him by name. I knew him by
I
that
knew
little
him by
earring.
name.
No, that was him. That was the one that was on the floor. No, wait, who was on the floor helping me? You? No, your man.
Yo,
And then Trev was helping me.
I knew him by name.
Oh, you know.
You
Let
did?
him know I knew him by name.
And that was the one.
Oh, I'm just playing. Let me stop.
Girl,
Are you guys free to
Trev, you
record?
should you should see them in this thing right now. Oh, that's him. Word.
Yeah, so that's
my
him.
boy.
Oof, very
Nigga
handsome.
look like he can sing.
Oh, no, I hate it. Oh my God. Okay.
Don't
but
he
anyway.
look? My
he
gun on
right.
safety. Oh,
And then Daly, Daly is a good friend of mine. The light skin, the white skin with the curly red hair. The one that sing Alone Together, Marsha Ambrosius.
Oh.
That guy?
I gotta check it out. I don't know who you're talking about.
We'll check it out.
But
us, your friends who were just in Essence, and I just want to say, I really thought me and Mandii. So we went in October, and that shit ain't
wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was. I looked at the date of the picture. So
it was November.
It was October. It said 10/21 on one of the pictures.
What?
Did it?
Because Christopher came for Halloween. He was with us. So hold on, bitch. I thought like they forgot. I thought they were like, these bitches too problematic. We ain't gonna put them up.
Yeah.
So I wrote.
we did the article
for Essence
and
so
the
long
photos a few months ago.
Fab.
And it just came out.
So when the new year started, I said, maybe she was like, you know what? These bitches talk way too much shit. And I do a lot of accent.
And like saying.
So I thought maybe
Come on,
she think
accent.
I know for the people. Pero.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
We were there.
We were
So
there.
check out the song.
we are on.
I hate.
We're on essence.com.
What accent you want?
Okay.
And if you guys support us, it does mean a lot because we are on the digital version as
and
of
shout
now.
out to
We're trying to get into the print version.
These fine ass women in here.
Know,
These women of center.
You know, just pull it out.
We're working it.
So, yes, we are.
Oh, y'all look good.
Thank you. I had the
Word.
baby
You know what's
hair.
crazy?
Word. Y'all look good.
When we sent each other the outfits, we're like, oh wow, these don't match. But
I love it.
But they went well.
No, but they
No,
went
we were
well.
supposed to do. You
that's
said
beautiful.
plaid, or I think we planned on plaid.
Shout out
and
to
then
Whoreible
she pulled up
Decisions.
Look at me
her-
with my whole ass harness.
I love it, but I love it. Actually, I need to go to a sex shop because I'm thinking about getting toys.
That was one of my questions.
co-star told me today, or my pattern. Shout out to the pattern app.
Told you
We
to
trying
get in sex toy.
Yeah, they told.
What is this, some horoscope shit?
They said save a
It's
new
deeper
toy.
than
They said
co-star.
invest in a new toy today, and I already said.
Oh, speaking of,
And they're not talking about
so
Brookstone.
I wanna-
they said find a new toy.
Well, I want to
You're there
shout
to
out.
glance.
We may have it in the studio. I need to look. I want to actually give a huge shout out to one of our previous guests, King Noir. He is selling dick molds, and it's huge.
Oh, word.
And
Is it his?
He sent both of us.
Let's see it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know
let's
if it's
see
here.
it.
I gotta look. It might not be here.
Yeah, pull that dick out.
I don't know if it's here. I ain't looked to see if we got it yet, but it should have been sent
That's
here.
fab.
But I
Oh,
want to
that's
give a
fab.
shout out to him.
No dicks in a box.
And then who else do I want to give a shout out to? Oh, just because I've been jamming it all week. Shout out to the #1 hip hop album, and it's #1 for the first time in like 15 years. It's rap album Roddy Rich, baby.
Come on,
Yes, sir.
I just saw it. Just came up on my
Wiping
thing.
in
Yo, it's just like
that.
so ghetto and fun.
I know,
oh
but
my
also
God.
just the whole album.
What do you
like,
mean it's the first
it's
rap
really
album
good.
in 15 years? What do you mean?
Yeah, he got it's the #1. Hold on, finish.
I think he had both he had like the #1 rap album and the #1 single
single at the same
time in 15 years.
in 15 years.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye, Drake, Jay-Z, no one's done this in 15 years?
That's
Over
crazy.
Over 40 years of hip hop, and no.
Roddy Ricch returns to #1 on Billboard. Yeah, he became the first viral #1.
That
Hold on,
song makes me want to like throw my ass in a circle, but it doesn't work that way. Like my twerk doesn't like circuit. Like
Yeah, I have to
It
work
gets
on my
real
twerk.
Tina
I have
from
to work
Bob
on mine. I have to work on mine because you know, I feel like I'll have to call on it one day.
but I mean you're
Yeah, you know.
but your dancing skills are up there.
Yeah, they're lit. But I just
I
have
can't
to.
even listen to
I want to
wanna
dance.
feel the
Right, Whitney Houston. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Every time
wanna
that
jump on
I
the table.
every time that I hear it, I start sweating because
Did you
I remember the
freestyle
whole
it?
day. Yeah, no. So shout out to Ryan Heffington, who I don't know if y'all watch all the Sia videos, like the Chandelier, Elastic Heart, like all of those.
Some of 'em, yeah.
He did the choreography for all of those.
Oh wow.
So Ryan Murphy was like, we want something like that.
It
But
felt
then-
like
But then
real.
he was just like, we don't want it too polished because he needs somewhere to go. You know, he needs to be like a street dancer that turned into like a lit ass.
I loved how you got nervous, like you weren't about to kill it.
Yeah, no.
All right, anyway, sorry. Now let's see, we're doing too much.
Too much.
So
I was
what was
working on
bringing
that
back with
shit.
your cousin?
Right, yeah. Your cousin,
yes.
your cousin's going to come say hi. No, but I do want to thank you for coming on. Guys, I
Probably
really
is
hope
here.
you enjoyed
Thank you
this
for
show.
having
And I want to
me.
say...
We had so much good energy.
This
It
was
was
good.
good.
I like
I
this.
felt it.
And I ain't even
They
drunk
gonna
or...
feel it- they gonna
I ain't
feel it in
drunk
the
or high,
speaker.
you know?
Right.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. To all of our old listeners, our new listeners, we hope that you guys continue to listen to us. I do also want to shout out to all of you who continue to watch us on YouTube. We are working 2020 on Up in the Production.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
let's drop some
we're
shit.
gonna-
So February, we got the 20th we're in Dallas, the 23rd we're in
yeah.
Houston.
Yes.
The 24th, we're in Charlotte.
No, I listened to last week's, and you need to get the schedule to get
No,
right.
I got it. So here's the thing.
Because I know the schedule now.
So here's the thing. So
But
tickets.
I was like,
Eddie, why you ain't pulling shit up?
That's what I'm doing right now.
It's not anywhere. So tickets are being released next week.
when y'all going to Canada?
We're
Are
putting
y'all going to
this up this
Canada?
week.
Y'all going to Canada?
Cut the minute mark.
going to
Just
Canada
get the minute
mark?
mark right now. We're gonna cut this out.
Oh yeah, cut this
when
out.
When are we dropping this episode? We can do it next week because we didn't.
But are
talk
you gonna
about
have the clips
Essence,
ready?
bitch. You can do it next week. Okay, so hold on.
Okay, because I know
Yeah.
we had the doctor, so I was like,
We'll
but then
push
he
the
said
doctor.
Monday to plug his
Yeah,
shit.
and he's on 120. We have to drop his now. He
Okay.
said tune in 120, and we're.
Oh, so then I need to drop the New York dates.
No, I got
Are you
it.
here
So
next
I got
Friday?
it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hold on, so I got it because I got them all on Patreon. I posted it on Patreon.
It's gonna be at Sony Hall. So like,
Okay, you can.
Fab. Oh, fab. Oh, fab.
Where do you live?
I live we're Upper West.
Weird. You got a man?
Weird.
No, girl. I don't got no man.
Okay, we're
I
ready.
live in
Hold
Harlem.
on.
I live right
Pause.
across
We're going back. Okay.
Right next door, like 125th. Like,
All right,
wow.
hold on. All right,
It's
y'all.
not-
So
you cut
I
it,
do
right?
want to, so we're
really?
back. I do want to let y'all know real quick.
live.
I'm going to drop it. Drum roll, please. As you guys know, we will be this Wednesday in Chicago.
Ew.
Get your motherfucking tickets, Chicago. We are going to be at the Chicago Improv.
Bring them some Harold's
you
and
know-
some Garrett's.
All of it. Bring the chicken, bitch. Bring
Yes,
the chicken.
yeah, the
Hold on,
Harold
let me
chicken.
finish the dates before we. Then Friday is
Supposed to
sold
talk about
out.
chicken.
We at Sony Hall, New York. But for y'all who rock with us so hard in New York, we have a second show. So get your tickets now for Saturday, January the 25th. We are going to be at Sony Hall.
If
Come
you
rock out
want
with
to
us.
throw us an after party, by the way, in any of these cities Mandy's going to name, including New York, okay? Just because the show's on the 24th doesn't mean the people from the 25th can't come. Hit us up if you have a spot, if you want to pay us because we're popping. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so we are hitting up the state that is the biggest, where everything is known to be big and oversized, including dicks. Texas. We are going to be in Dallas, which can I just pause real quick?
'Cause the dicks are
Dallas, I fuck with y'all. Dallas
tickets
probably.
like
I love Dallas too.
Our
They got that Gay
Dallas
Square
tickets
Club.
right now.
Oh, you been?
Can I just tell y'all, it's over double Houston. So Houston, I need y'all to show up on the 23rd. So Dallas, shout out. We'll see you guys on the 20th. We'll see Houston on the 23rd. And then guys, tickets are dropping this week. So I want to go ahead and let you guys know the dates for the cities y'all been motherfucking asking for.
Charlotte, y'all don't have to drive to
Wednesday.
Atlanta no more.
Wednesday, March 4th, we will be in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Comedy Zone. Saturday, March 7th, we are going back home to motherfucking 407 Chopper City, Orlando, Florida at the Orlando Improv. That will be a matinee show, guys. So pull up. That will be a midday show. Friday, March 20th, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay? Bring them peaches, bitch. Yeah, we want them asses.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
We will be at Center Stage in Atlanta on Friday, March 20th.
And the candy
Saturday,
cakes.
March 21st. And I do want to announce this, but it's possible to change. We are working right now. But Saturday, March 21st, Nolans, baby, at the House of Blues. So
fab.
come, turn up, all that shit. Also, the show that's kind of hurting my feelings, but I fuck with y'all so hard, I might not be able to do Dreamville because of this.
Toronto?
We are going to San Francisco. Oh, shit, I skipped Toronto.
Come on, San
Sorry.
Fran.
March 27th.
Friday, March 27th, Toronto, California.
Now,
Toronto,
Toronto,
California.
we literally couldn't find a fucking venue
Toronto.
that could hold everybody, so we're going back to the same one that sold
Trinity
out very
College.
quickly. So please, get your tickets. We cannot do a second show for that one. Every single venue in every city, we've been trying to grow and doing larger audiences, but Toronto, we could not.
It's
So
very
please
hard
get
for
your
that
shit.
one. And then here we go. We are coming to the Bay, San Francisco, California.
You know
we
why
are
we're
gonna be at-
coming to the Bay? This is no bullshit. Sharonis hosted our LA show. That nigga got up there and said, "Where y'all from?" And then when they all said the Bay, he said, "Damn, them bitches gotta go."
Yeah. So
love it.
Sunday, April 5th, we are going to be at Brava in San Francisco. Thursday, April the 9th, we will be in LA at the Regent. And then I want to go ahead and let y'all know we will have our Mocha Fest live show on Saturday, May 23rd. If you guys have not yet, get your tickets at mochafest.com. Use promo code HORRIBLE to save $50 off. I think there are only rooms left at Hedonism Resort, but you can also buy the day pass. So with your day pass or party pass for the weekend, you will have access to the live show.
We are also still working on our Vegas show, so hold tight, Vegas.
Yes.
We'll let you know where we can find. Other than that, enjoy this clip for Patreon. Become a member. Bye.
Bye.